Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing a message from your future self about the changes that happened for you. Before we begin, I want to quickly remind you that you have an offer from Aura throughout this month, a 7-day free use of the app and a 25% off of the membership. You'll find the link to this offer in the description box. Hope you enjoy this app and that it provides you with tranquility and mental strength. All right, let's get into your reading. And to do this reading, these are the 3 piles for today's reading. For pile number 1, you have the Sodalite point. For pile number 2, you have the white Howlite point. And for pile number 3, you have the Dalmation Jasper point. So, take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust that there are more messages from your future self about the type of changes that happened for you. And once you're ready and you know what your pile or your piles are, head down to the description box. You'll find the timestamps. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful Sodalite, and today we're taking a look at a message from your future self about the changes that happened for you. And to do this reading, as you can see, we are going to be using 4 oracle decks. We'll take a tea leaf or a couple of tea leaves, depending on what we get. And of course, we'll be using your tarot cards. So, let's see what your reading is all about. Oh, looks like we've got this card here. What your reading is all about today. Right, so let's cut your tea leaf. Take 1. Yeah, I think we're meant to take only 1. There we go. Oop, I was wrong. You're getting 2. All right. So, first things first, let's take... so you have the Othala rune. I'll keep it right there. And let's take this one. You have triangle. Okay, so it says lucky in several cultures around the world, thought to be the strongest shape owing to the fact that its weight can be evenly distributed. The triangle has long been thought lucky. Triangles are represented in the iconic Egyptian pyramids and in the shield of the Trinity. Combined with the other triangles, as in the ancient Germanic dragon's eye symbol and the hexagram, the 6-pointed star, its power can increase. In German folklore, paper triangles with a cross in each corner and a prayer written in the middle were used to protect cradles from witches and to prevent gout. How cool is that? How to capture luck: wear triangular earrings or triangle pattern clothes for a luckier and stronger life. Love that. Okay, so I was gonna say what I'm seeing, but I think I'm gonna hold off and wait first. You have You have poverty. You have the heart chakra with perception. Wonderful. And you have the root chakra with acceptance. Wonderful. Okay. Now you've got 2 tea leaves. I think this one came out. We'll take it. I think we're meant to put them right here. So you have a yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Yes. And you have inkpot, problems to be resolved. Wonderful. Okay, so let's put your tarot cards. You have this one, and we kindly want to know what is your message from your future self about the changes that happened for you. Also see this one, and finally this one. These are the ones I see. So let's see how many these are. Oh, look, there's one standing out, so let's take it. So, how many are these? Well, these are a lot. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then we have 3 extra, which will reveal, are these 3 or 4? 3, which will reveal later when we're asking about something. They came out definitely for a reason. Okay, so you have the 2 of Wands. Whoa, you have the Page of Swords. I think these 2 cards are very significant. All right, you have the 9 of Wands. I think there's a matter of time here. It looks to me like you've waited for so many years, perhaps, on what your future self is talking to you about. And you have the 5 of Wands. Wow, okay. You have the 2 of Pentacles. Both of these figures are on top of a building. I think your future self is talking about you being on top of the world. You at this point being on top, like the world is your oyster. But again, I keep holding my tongue back and I can't stop. Let's take a look at the rest. But your reading's so exciting here. 9 of Pentacles, wow. And you have the King of Wands, wow. And finally, you have the 6 of Wands. Wow, the bottom row is just out of this world. Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Well, I'll tell you something, because the Othala card here is taking the biggest space. And it's in conjunction to the triangle. So first thing that I noticed, let me start with the things that I've noticed straight away, especially with the heart chakra here, right there. This is another triangle, right? The triangles here, wow. So first of all, I would say there's a lot of good luck in your future that your future self wants to talk to you about. Because we're seeing a lot of triangles. That's the first. What do I mean by the first triangle? These 3 messages together being a triangle. This is a triangle. The Othala looks like many triangles. So I'm first of all seeing an aspect of good luck, which we understood from the triangle card, and stability. So the Othala is like a rune of family. So a lot of you in the future have created a stable family. There's a loving family because we have the heart chakra. That's what I mean by the triangle combo here. You are first of all, you're very happy in your future. Your future self wants to say that you are stable. There's a wonderful loving family, whether this is your actual family or like your community or both, which is the Othala rune. So there is a family, there is a community, and you're very happy. In your future self is telling you that you feel on top of the world, elated, and it's like you're getting one dream after the other. With the Page of Swords, these are things that you've journaled or things that you thought about that are coming true one after the other, one after the other. Now, your future self wants to talk to you about that situation that was very difficult on you, this deprivation of something that you had, where you weren't really happy. And I'll tell you more about this card, about what happened here, exactly what your future self wants to say. But I see your future self having strategically come out of a very difficult situation here from your past. This is a situation where you felt tied down and you needed to think about strategically with a pen here. You needed to strategically take yourself out of it. So I believe your future self wants to talk to you about clearing like a bottleneck out. Because with the poverty card, this depicts, you guys told me about this. This is from the past where children would sometimes clean the chimney clean, would clean the chimneys. So I feel like there's some sort of pipeline in your life, like a bottleneck, that if you clear it out strategically, so much of your life is going to change. And that is what your future self is talking to you about. It is what the chimney here, wow, 2 chimneys. That's uncanny. Your future self wanting to definitely point out to you that you get the world by clearing out that one thing in your world that is the bottleneck of your security and everything else. Security, because these are 2 homes and you have the root chakra. So your future self is showing us how they were able to clear this bottleneck and come out of the situation safely, where you feel stuck and frustrated and tied down in a certain area of your life. So the way this was done strategically, we can see in this root chakra. As I read previously in the guidebook about this card, I know I told you guys about this card a lot. It talks about a girl called Cherry who was talking to her friend, and she was telling her, I feel like my life is exactly like this cherry pie. It looks beautiful, it looks like a heart, but something is missing. And so her friend told her, maybe it's supposed to be the way it is. Sometimes things are supposed to be the way they are for one reason or the other, and it looks like a heart. So Cherry didn't say it looked like a heart in the beginning. She just said that my life is like this piece of pie, looks delicious, but something is missing. And her friend said it looks like a heart. Maybe it's supposed to be this way. So Cherry, having reflected on this conversation, reflected back on her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's really good, but she's been suspecting that her boyfriend was cheating on her. So she decided maybe things were supposed to be the way they are, and she broke up with her boyfriend, and later on found the right person in her life, that true love, real true love that respected her and was faithful to her, and it really tasted so good. So your future self is saying here, with perception also as well, that things are going on in your life. You'll discover that things are going on in your life the way they are for a reason. Although right now you feel tied down, your future self, looking back in retrospect after all these years, they're saying that muscle that you are using to take yourself out of this bottleneck will be the same muscle that you will use to create your fortune. So take your time to figure things out and take yourself out of it, because in your future, you are living in success, manifesting with power every single thing that you want. And the 9 of Pentacles is not just a dream come true card, like you achieving your dreams, but it's also a card of living in the realm of your dreams. So we can really see your future self telling you that after all that doubt with the 2 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles, after all that doubt and trying to find the balance, which is a common factor between the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands, you have achieved, after many years of strategic work, all of your dreams. You're living a very happy life with all your dreams coming true. And so it's like the universe is showing you the way. You see how this hummingbird is being flown through a nectar. And it's kind of like your future self is telling you, I've discovered that this situation, that stuck situation, was only pushing us from one direction to another, and making us find our balance and build our muscles to find what we were always yearning and looking for. And you have a butterfly here. This situation actually reminds me of how the butterfly breaks out of its shell, its cocoon. I remember this one time I've watched someone talk about how they were seeing a butterfly suffer coming out of the cocoon, and they kept pushing and pushing and pushing, trying to get out. And every time they were pushing, they were about to come out, the cocoon would close again. And the amount of frustration that the other person was seeing this butterfly go through made this person feel like, I can't just keep watching this butterfly suffer, trying to find its freedom. So they interfered, broke the cocoon open. This butterfly flew out, but it spent the rest of its life with its body engulfed. Its wings weren't yet fully developed, and it wasn't able to fly. The irony of this person freeing this butterfly and it not being able to fly for the rest of its life. And so the advice is to never touch a cocoon when you see a butterfly trying to eagerly, or a bird or anything, unless it's in a serious situation, of course. But it needs a specialist to know what it's doing. My point is that nature has designed it to be that way, because through that pushing, constant pushing, it grows the ability to, first of all, adjust the body after this long time in a cocoon. It helps it grow itself. It helps it be ready to fly out for the outside world. In order to be able to face this outside world, this is the first training that this butterfly gets before it's able to fly out. And that's exactly the message that I'm seeing your future self talking about. This pipeline, this difficulty is creating a lot of frustration. Perhaps it's making you feel tied down, but it's because it's pushing you to figure something out. At that one lesson that you're going to hold, that the universe is guiding you towards, will be the very lesson that makes you manifest everything in your life. Your future self is so proud of you, is so proud of what it went through, is celebrating that great efforts of trying and trying and trying until it made it. Something, I heard the word stuttering, so that's very specific. If you feel like you are stuttering, maybe it's throat chakra, if you have a throat chakra issue, if it's something with regards to your job, your money situation, personal growth, something or the other that is tying you down. You're even drawn to the Sodalite. I've just noticed. Sodalite is a crystal that stimulates the mind, both the energetic mind and the physical mind. And so there's no question that your future self is definitely saying that these challenges that you're going through are meant to make you think strategically. And if you want to cut that time shorter, and not do the same mistake that your future self has done, that's why it's in your reading today. To cut this short is to break off of, I wanted to say poverty mindset, but it's not really, like, it's too strong. I want to say, like, from maybe thinking too much about being stuck, thinking too much about the situation, but rather thinking strategically on how to come out of it. Because the more you're in that energy, the more you're going to step into the guidance that the universe is guiding you towards or moving you towards. This is where you'll find your balance and manifest all of your dreams coming true. So your future self is saying that very soon, and very soon is something that I heard in my mind, very soon you'll realize that the world was designed this way for you to find, maybe you'll find someone, or you'll find a lesson, or you'll find a guide, or you'll find a piece of information, or it's pushing you to do something that will be the catalyst. You know, in chemistry, that's when there is a catalyst as well with the triangles. That will be the catalyst to you making all of your dreams a success. And you can see for sure, your future self has their hands on their hearts telling you every single wish is coming true one after the other. Every single thing you dreamt of one day is coming true one after the other. And it seems also that your future self not only have you blossomed, because we have 2 flowers here, but also is very happy and proud of the crowd and the family that it has built. With the heart chakra here, I see a lot of gratitude. I see a lot of heartful connections between you and others. You just love your life and love your connections with others. It is your catalyst to always make you achieve your dreams. And so your future self is telling you to take note of the things that aren't going right. And whenever you find yourself thinking, what's going on? Go back to thinking, how can I solve it? What's going on? Go back to thinking, how can I solve it? And you will always find the way. Your future self is telling you, you will find the way. We are there. It's finished. It's done. We're there. I just want you to go sooner is the type of message I believe your future self wants to deliver with the time aspect and the 9 of Wands. Everything you have figured out, everything you have written has manifested. Okay, so you have, I don't want to cover your beautiful 9 of Pentacles. Let the energy flow. Okay, so let's now take out, and since I said that, I think the cards are meant to go 1, 2, 3. We're not meant to cover that. Or let's keep this one. We'll do 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 more cards. You have the 8 of Pentacles that were important to come out. You have, you have the King of Pentacles. And wow, you have the 7 of Wands. Talk about feeling tied down or frustrated. Isn't this crazy? This is unbelievable. So I see your future self telling you, you have the strength to take yourself out of these challenges and come out of it. You're not imprisoned. You're not tied down. It's an illusion. The muscle, remember we've been talking about muscles all over the reading. It's a muscle that you got to train. Give it its time, you know. Try, and if it's not working, go back again and try. If it's not working, go back again and try. And do know that every single trial you make is never going to waste. Not one single time. It's growing a muscle. It's growing strength that you may not be seeing right away physically, but it's happening. And so just like the butterfly, do not be frustrated talking about a butterfly. You're creating the biggest one of them all. And I see that very soon as you work on writing, because writing is part of it. It's like strategically figuring out, trying one after the other. You're going to break free from this. There's no question about it. And with the King of Pentacles, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, you will be able to manifest and make materialize your dreams. It's happening. It's going to come. And it all starts with the mind, building your mind, thinking strategically. That's the home that your future self keeps referring to, that chimney. It's right there. The bottleneck is in your mind, because within your mind is where you'll strategically be able to take yourself out of this bottleneck. The 8 of Pentacles is also saying, work hard until you master it. Once you master it, boy, the amount of changes you'll be seeing in your life is crazy. They all have to do with successfully manifesting every single dream that you had in your mind. One day, your future self is living that reality. Your future self is elated, so happy. It feels like the world is their oyster. And that's what we can clearly see in your reading. Your future self with the heart chakra here feels very happy person. You're living a very happy life. And I heard in my mind, this is very soon. This is not something that you're going to be waiting more, especially if you heed the advice that your future self wants to let you know here. Don't let life knock you down and focus on, oh, I can't get out of this. Always take your mind back to, how can I get out of this? What did I learn from this trial? What can I do better the next time? Continue to get into the cycle until you will be absolutely free. Absolutely. My dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see for you in terms of what your future self, what message your future self wants to let you know about the changes that happened for you. And this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away, all while enjoying the journey. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 1, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful white Howlite, and today we're taking a look at a message from your future self about the changes that happened for you. And to do this reading, I feel this one. We are going to be picking 4 oracle cards for you today and a tea leaf. So let's see what this is all about, what these changes are all about, my dear pile number 2. I feel this one, so I'm going to take it. And let's pull out a tea leaf. Oh, looks like you got 3. Wow. You planned to get 1, and look at that, you got 4. Okay, so let's take a look now at your cards. So you have the Wunyu rune. Okay, that's really good. I think the first message that your future self is saying is very strong. And then you have the ladybird, which we'll read in a moment. And then you have, with the throat chakra, impatience. Okay. You have mature woman. So look, this woman has a lot of blue, just like the throat chakra. That's definitely not a coincidence here. I think it's part of your message. You have success. Wow. Okay. You have pineapple with reconciliation. You have cat, a two-faced friend. And you have tree, affairs with your family. Ooh, okay. How about we put the 3 tea leaves right there? They would fit right there, wouldn't they? 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now let's pull out your tarot cards. I feel these 2. And see what your future self wants to let you know about today in terms of these changes that happened for you. Okay, so my dear pile number 2, you have the 5 of Wands. Wow, some serious situations going on here. Okay, you have the 8 of Wands. It looks like you've grown out of a situation that you used to suffer from with some people. You have the 6 of Cups. The King of Cups. You have successfully grown out of a situation. Wow, you have the Sun card, very bright card for sure. And it's right next to success. Your future is looking very bright. The Page of Swords. That's an interesting Page of Swords. And came in reverse. It looks like you're going to activate something, which we'll talk about in a second. You have the Knight of Cups. You have the Ace of Pentacles. And you have the Three of Pentacles. Where am I going to put that? Let's keep it here. Obviously, these are related. And let's take it bit by bit here. So, first of all, I see great success, but I don't want to start with that. I want to start with some situation here going on with other people. It looks to me like you are perhaps currently suffering with some people who were very hurtful to you. And it seems like with the Five of Wands, they're competing with you. Maybe there is jealousy and there is a lot of arguments going on with the throat chakra. They show you one side of themselves, perhaps speak behind your back. Some of these people could even be family members, which is perhaps very disheartening to see. And I'm so sorry about that, my dear pile number 2. If this is your situation, my heart is with you. But look, you have a pineapple here. And it shows like your future self is saying you've grown out of this and you've built thick skin with the pineapple being represented right there. And also with your throat chakra, you've learned how to communicate wisely with these people with a lot of success. So whether there is actual reconciliation or not with these people, I'm not sure. Perhaps with some of them, because you have the Five of Wands and the Sun. There is with some of them, perhaps, there is healing going on between you and them. Maybe some of them, you kept them out. In all cases, this whole situation, your future self is saying, has helped you grow spiritually and grow your throat chakra and become wiser. Perhaps with thick skin, it's like you've healed some shadow that is not allowing you to feel hurt anymore. There is a great shadow that was healed here that is not making you experience these hits any longer. Some of them you have cut out, and some others you have succeeded to communicate well with. Let's read what your Ladybird card says. So Ladybird, lucky in several cultures around the world. As tradition goes, farmers used to pray to the Virgin Mary to protect their crops. And when these small red and black spotted insects arrived to eat the pests, they were called the beetle of Our Lady in her honor. So it's like as if she was the one who listened to their prayers. So interesting. Which over time was shortened to ladybirds. Interesting. Ladybugs in the United States. The Turkish name is Ugur Bosegi, good luck bug. If a ladybird lands on you, count the spots on its shell to find out how many months of good luck you'll have. How interesting. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, so nice. I'm sure you'll have way more than that. So how to capture luck? If a ladybird lands on you, you're due some good luck. Well, it has on your reading. So I see here that your future self is saying they're in a time of prosperity and good luck. It's like your prayers have been answered. And in fact, the Wunyu rune is a rune of you having all that you need. And that's why I felt it was such a sweet message to begin your reading. Right off the bat, your future self is communicating to you, letting you know in the future you've got everything that you need. You're so happy there. And especially with this difficult situation, because it looks like there is some communication problem with someone, for sure. A lot of you could even be with family. A lot of it has been resolved. The type of communication is more mature now. You have grown thick skin. Yeah, we've covered that. We've definitely covered that. Now, I do see your future self telling you that you will see quick changes when it comes to your career. And I see something very prominent in the court cards that are appearing in your reading. All of them have been writers. It's really mind-blowing. I mean, you have the swords, the cups, and the King of Cups. What are the odds? Here you have Diderot, which is a French philosopher. Diderot was like a prominent figure of the Enlightenment. And so here he also was the chief editor. What I want to say here, what we're seeing here that is related to writing, he was the chief editor of the encyclopedia, right? Then here you have a musician, I believe, Doland, English musician, who was a lyricist, a composer, musician, and he wrote deeply or created deeply emotional songs. Also here you have the King of Cups. You have Erasmus of the Rotterdam, I believe, Erasmus of the Rotterdam. Again, a brilliant writer that has laid the foundation of tolerance in the church. So overall, I see your future self definitely talking about how your work has created some sort of enlightenment. You have done important work in your future here that has changed so much, laid a strong foundations for the generations to come, and has deeply affected people, as well as something that will be passed on from, passed on from one generation to the other. You've left a lot of information. Whether it is your songs that are being passed down, like always listen to, or your writings, the books that you've written, the changes that you have made will affect one generation from the other. That's definitely a potent reading. Your future self is saying you've created something amazing that has really changes generations forever. And it is in the area of your work for sure, because we do see the Three of Pentacles. I also see your future self telling you you'll be forming in the future a marvelous team that deeply cares about what you are creating here. I think all of you will have great luck, and your work will be running very quick at some point. So you're creating something with a team maybe now, or you will be creating something with a team. Maybe you will be hiring people, or maybe your company has a great team. You're in a company that has a great team. In all cases, you and your team and your work will be passed down to generations. Your future self is so proud of this new beginning, or this new thing that you've created and presented, I think, to the world, because Erasmus of Rotterdam was like known to be the citizen of the world, lived in many different countries around Europe. So I feel like your future self is talking about you traveling a lot in your future and affecting many countries, or many cities, or really many countries around the world. You've done a global change here. A lot of you have done a global change in your future. Also, I see a very sweet element here with the Knight of Cups. We don't want to ignore the emotional part as well, which I see your future self letting you know that there is a lot of love in your life. Because Doland's music was deeply emotional, like I mentioned. I think one of his songs is Awaken Sweet Love. So I think something awoke in you. I think there's great love happening for you in your future. With the Six of Cups, this is like soulmate, innocent, beautiful love happening for you in the future. And this is like emotions going wild with the Eight of Wands. Also with the Six of Cups and the Pages and the Sun, very innocent type of love. So yeah, your future self is letting you know that in the future there's a deep love going on. Also, your work kind of feels like music to the ears. I think your work is going to touch the heart, and because of that, all of these cups, because it's touching the heart, it's changing the world forever. There's definitely an artistic element to what you're doing, even if it's scientific. And you see the Page of Swords here looking at the bubble. Diderot, you can see Diderot being predicted as a young child here. And I think it talks about you having a vision for a long time that you will actually manifest and make come true. There's no question that your future is bright and full of success, luck, and everything that you need. Not to mention that there's an emphasis here on how you've grown spiritually and mentally, and even how you've improved physically. So much has changed about you in the future to the success, to so much better, especially throat chakra here. Maybe you're a communicator. Yeah, you could be a writer, a communicator, a teacher of some sort. A voice could also be an artist, a singer. Yeah, throat chakra is expression. Your expression has matured, or let's say become more sophisticated. And you are certainly very knowledgeable in your future. Very knowledgeable person. Wise, strong character, and knowledgeable. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there are many spots there as well. So just saying. I think you have so many years of good luck coming ahead for you. Perhaps even for the rest of your life, my dear pile number 2. I think this is your message from your future self of how many of the challenges that you are currently going through are going to come into, are going to heal. And your future self is showing us just how positive and bright and happy your future is, because the biggest message here is, my dear future self, now I am very happy. I have all what I need. My dear pile number 2, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. You know, I post readings nearly every single day. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away as soon as you finish this ebook, all while enjoying the journey. And that's the whole and the most important part about this ebook. Learning how to be more productive or very productive, but enjoying it at the same time. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in, loving your future, wish you the best of luck, and so happy about the amazing changes that you'll be making for everyone in the future. All the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 2. I think you're going to be a legend, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful Dalmation Jasper, and today we're taking a look at a message from your future self about the changes that happened for you. And to do this reading, as you can see, we'll be pulling one card out of each of these oracle decks, and then we'll be pulling a tea leaf. I feel this one. Let's see. And finally, one card. Whoa, thanks a lot. Wow, right off the bat, you have the Hagalaz. Amazing. Okay, so let's pick out a tea leaf. looks like you've got, whoa, you've got 3 tea leaves. All right. So let's see what they are. And we'll put the tea leaves here. This one, then this one, and then this one. You've got the Hagelas rune. You have the tiger. We'll read it in a moment. You have the third eye chakra with recovery. Sorry. There we go. That's the tiger. And you have... poverty. This popped up in pile number 1. What are the odds? I would highly recommend that you check pile number 1 if, of course, you were drawn to it. So you have the archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Wow, I love that. You have career. Wow. And you have unicorn. Whoa, this is a like 1 in a million type of opportunity. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. This is a message about, although I don't like to start right away, but I can't hold myself. This is your future self telling you we've got an opportunity that only happens to like maybe 1 in a million kind of thing. So can't wait to explore and find out more about this opportunity and what's going on here as well. Whoa, I feel like, there we go. And also this one and this one. These are a lot of cards. I feel this one as well, but gotta take what I feel. I don't know how we're gonna fit them in the table, but I really feel like you're meant to get them. So let's see what these are. I think now we need to create space. There we go. Oh my, let's find out. You finding the key to something. You are like from the universe given a very unique key that is not given to people usually. And you're going from perhaps nothing at all to getting everything. Like, wow. I think here with the poverty card, it's like people saying, oh my God, pile number 3 is in a really tricky situation. They're in a bad situation. Maybe this is even like, oh, everybody's ahead. Pile number 3 is not ahead at all. What are they gonna do? And bam, you are like million years ahead of everyone. And I don't like ever comparing. And you'll see in my readings, I do not like comparing between you and people ever. But that's the energy that I'm getting here. It's like you were left behind, or you thought that you were left behind, but you are so far ahead in the future. So let's find out. You have the World card. Look at this amount of happiness. The World card is a completion card of you, your dreams coming into completion. You have the 4 of Cups. See, I told you, it's like there was something greatly missing in your life. Poverty, missing, that you got, and you got way more than you thought, and the whole world maybe even put together. One of the luckiest people in the world. And you have the 4 of Pentacles. Very interesting, 4 of Pentacles. You have the King of Cups. Again, holding the world. Wow. You have the Knight of Swords. Again, like overcrossing everyone else. Do you see that? It's unbelievable. You have the 4 of Swords. 2 4s. 2 4s means stability. You're very stable. Actually, 3 4s. My God, 4. Have you been seeing 4 4 4? Because if you've been seeing 4 4 4 lately, then it's leading to this promise about this reading. You have the King of Pentacles. Look at that. Lavish living. Wow. Oh my God. Pile number 3. Talk about having a unique life. That is like a gift from the gods here. Wow. you have the Two of Cups. And we have 2 more extra cards. We'll explore them, I guess, in your reading later. Where do we begin? Let's take a look at your card here. It says Tiger, lucky in China. Live lucky. I love that. I think this is a unique message for you. Throughout Chinese history, the tiger has been a powerful symbol of strength and protection. I really feel like you have been in your future protected in such a great way from disasters that happened that could have gone so wrong, so bad. And it's like you were picked up and given like the elixir of life or something, the elixir of living a happy life. It is one of the 4 fabulous animals with the tortoise, the phoenix, and the dragon. The king of the mountain not only brings good luck, but also watches over the dead and was believed to have the power to chase off evil forces, hence why its image was carved into tombs. So how to capture luck? Put a tiger figurine in your porch for luck and protection. Absolutely. Look, so the first element we're seeing is that you were greatly protected from things that could have gone wrong. Also, you have been protected from some negative energy that was greatly affecting your life, and it has been, it's like with the 3rd eye chakra, you were given the way to clear it off. And that is, again, one of the unique things that you are getting, my dear pile number 3, on how to relieve it. Maybe you'll even relieve it without realizing it. So negative energy could be, like an evil eye, or it could be karma. It could be being overly sad and anxious for a long time, vibrating low without meaning to because of the difficult things that could have happened in your life. It could be someone actually putting a spell. It could be many things, but it was greatly affecting your life. We can clearly see that it was causing instability. And I see your future self telling you, you have come out of this. This energy is clear. You are like, you won't imagine the type of protection, even from people, from bad situations, from bad circumstances, that you can truly feel in your future. So whatever difficulty or lack that you have in your life, you will powerfully overcome this. I mean, the Hagalas and the tiger, you are definitely going to overcome this in your future. Some difficulties going on here, and you'll be given the key out. Okay, so this is completed. You feel like you have the world in your future. You feel like you really have everything, and there is a unique opportunity going on in your career, in your future. Like I said, it's an opportunity that only a few get to have. If this is not in your career, which I believe is 99.9% of people listening here, but if it doesn't resonate in your career, then career could also be a goal that you have. It doesn't have to be work necessarily. So you're getting a unique opportunity that most people, again, you get the opposite. Now you have 99.9% of people not getting this opportunity, and you are getting it. In all cases, like this is a unicorn type of opportunity, and you're stepping into a doorway, a new life that very tiny fragment of the people get to experience in their lives. So you're living almost in a parallel world, very, very stable, very happy, and you're really resting in the future with the Four of Swords in conjunction to the King of Pentacles. What are you doing there? Very, very beautiful cards. So you're very relaxed in your future. You're living a lavish life. You're not like working yourself to death. And that is all due to the idea that you were, with one step, like with this opportunity, were able to bypass everyone. If we talk about, for example, wealth, let's say we're talking about work and wealth, then in that case, this would be the very front are the people that are wealthy and doing great. Here, people that are trying to catch up. And look at that. You are the one who was like way behind, and you are overstepping even the richest and the wealthiest and the people who are doing the best. And why do I keep bringing wealth? Because I see poverty, I see the King of Pentacles here, career. That's the idea I'm getting for most of you. And so, do you see that? While everyone else is trying to take a piece of the cheese, do you see that? With the Four of Pentacles, you have more than would than generations after generations after generations would need. Like you're sitting on the cheese itself. So I feel like, wow, pile number 3, your reading is flabbergasting. The more I get into it, the more I'm shocked. It looks like you are going to be beyond wealthy and beyond doing well in your future. You know, the Knight's energy is that confidence of establishing oneself in the world, and you've really established yourself very well here. And that's the type of thing, I guess, that comes with a unique opportunity like that. I feel like you are sitting on top of the world, literally feeling like the world is your oyster, and yeah, doing what you want. You're doing very well. My dear pile number 3. I see a penguin here. What's going on with that? I need to think about that, because if it caught my attention, I can't just let it slide. King of Cups is caring. I think that you will be quite caring, because we did notice the penguin here. I think you have your heart on saving and helping others. You have more than enough, and you will be using what you have to help others, be it people, animals. Yeah, you're not just going to sit there looking pretty. You're really going to be also having a great effect. You feel like you've gotten more than you need, and you want to help. And you're living such a peaceful life, and you genuinely want to help out. 2 of Cups. Let's not forget 2 of Cups, and we see a guitar here. I think the 3 readings today, or 2 readings, you and pile 2. I think maybe also pile number 1. You have a lot of love here with the 2 of Cups. And there is romance, because this is the card of romance. A lot of people think the Lover's card is the card of romance. It could be, you know, the Lover's card, but mainly traditionally it's a card of choice. The 2 of Cups is the card of love and reciprocity. So there's definitely love going on, like a romantic partner that your future self is talking about. There's flirting, there's attraction, magnetism, romance, soulmate type of thing going on in your future as well. Okay, well, we've looked at all of your cards. Your future is looking amazing. Pile number 3, it's looking so good. Let's now reveal the last 2 cards. So you have the 10 of Swords. And wow, you have the Sun. Look, I will tell you something. If there are currently difficulties in your life that you are afraid of, do you see that? If there are difficulties that you are afraid of, you're afraid that it'll get the best of you, don't be afraid, because you have the Sun card. It's almost like your future self is literally saying the sun will come out tomorrow. So don't over-consume yourself with the difficulties going on at the moment right now. Like, will I be able to pay this off? Or will I be able to take myself out of this drastic situation? Because you look to me like with the Hagalas here, something is scaring you. Something is not going right at the moment. And you don't know if that part of your life is going to be okay or not. It's causing you also lack in the heart. And there is with the third eye chakra, like a vision coming to you in this reading, like your future self almost taking your eyes, making you see into the future. It's all gonna be great, my dear pile number 3. It's like very bright in the future. That, I think you should check pile number 2. It's very bright. You've got the whole world in your hands. You've got the whole world. Just channel this for you right now. You've got the whole world in your hands. Unbelievable. My dear pile number 3, I think this is such an awesome reading. I wish you the best of luck with what's coming for you in the future. It is plain awesome. Simply amazing is what I want to say. Simply amazing. Nothing short of amazing. And my dear pile number 3, I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. I'm personally very excited for you guys. When things start changing for you, please let me know. I'm here. I'm listening. I love connecting with you guys. I love listening to your stories. I love listening to your feedback. Especially when I do your readings, I really invest my heart and soul in them. And I would love to hear the feedback and see how things are changing for you. When you guys come back, it makes my day. So my dear pile number 3, wishing you the best of luck with this amazing future. May you always be blessed. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I post nearly every single day. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets, helping you become a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And that's the whole point. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear beautiful pile number 3, I almost don't want to end this reading with this beautiful energy. If I could, I would just leave the camera. I swear, I would leave the camera and feel this beautiful energy of yours. And I'm trying. I'm trying not to end this reading. I wish you the best of luck. May you have a wonderful future. My dear pile number 3, love you, wishing you the best, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.